Greetings! Greetings, greetings, greetings. That's a lot of greetings for a Monday morning. Hello, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. There is a tremendous amount of stuff to go over today. And I'm going to attempt to do kind of a demo, kind of live, with no net. Yes, I'm going to attempt to do a demo of some of the Instagram stuff. Now, if you are a total Instagram aficionado and you know absolutely every little thing, every little nuance there is to know about Instagram, then maybe this isn't the live stream for you. But if you want to maybe do a little bit of a deep dive with me and dig into it, because there is some stuff in there that is really useful. Good morning, good day, Mr. Social Savvy. Good morning, Cindy Lorimer. Good morning, everyone. Jenny Stott, Miss Mira. Hi, Mira. Anyway, I'm not going to say, if I don't say good morning, I am looking at you and I appreciate you. It's just I want to jump into content because that's why everybody's here. If people have questions, feel free to ask them as we're doing the live stream. And I will attempt to kind of bang through as many of them as I can. That's if we get any. All right, so let me jump into this. I don't want to pontificate too much. Today is an Instagram clinic. It is all about Instagram. Like I said, if you are already an Instagram ninja, this might not be the video for you, but there's some really juicy stuff in there. There's a way to use Instagram to prospect, and I mean to track people you prospect. So I'm going to get into all of that in a second. I've got 3 sections to today. The first section is I want to talk about other apps that you can use in conjunction with Instagram and Facebook and Twitter for that matter, just in case you haven't come across them. Second part of today's kind of live stream is going to be using Instagram as a prospecting tool, right? There's some really great ways to track your clients and what they're up to, what they're doing and all that. Not stalk, but just so literally you can have an A list, a B list, a C list, and a D list, which is what we've been using in sales and real estate and whatever career you're in. If you work for yourself, you've got to track people that want to work with you, and you've got to keep tabs on them and stay connected to them and find commonalities. But we've spoken about that a lot. And then the third part of today's clinic is going to be all about using the Instagram app itself to track numbers. It's really granular, it's really good, it's a little bit buried in there, but I'm going to show you everything live using a demo of my giant iPad. So hopefully it'll work, and if it doesn't, you'll get the gist of it. And you can replay this video so that you can find all those little switches and buttons that you might need to find if you're digging around for this stuff. All right. So Instagram right now, I mean, everybody in the world is on Instagram. Instagram is certainly the belle of the ball. It is, in my experience, the most popular format by a mile, which sends a little message into my head, which is, okay, it might be time to focus on Twitter and LinkedIn. But for today, Instagram is kind of where it's at. I'm really enjoying Instagram. And I've gained a lot of followers because of the TV show. And again, thank you very much. Everybody who's watching, who has watched Stay Here on Netflix, I am indebted to you, and I love each and every one of you. So thank you very much. No, Waleed, you are my hero. So let's dig into this. All right, so if you want to get super granular on what, for me, okay, so if you are in sales, if you're in real estate, a massive part of our industry now has shifted into social media. Used to be emails, used to be other forms of communication, you know, texts and stuff. But now what is happening is, you know, it's gone from social media, meaning, look at me having a coffee, look at me walking the dog, which it still is, of course. But now it has shifted into a very sophisticated way for us to communicate with our clients. So I'm going to give you a list of apps that if you guys are feeling particularly nerdy, you might want to explore. These guys are not cheap, and all the stuff that I'm going to show you later on is completely free because it comes with the app. But if you want to really super track your numbers and be able to do auto posts and things like that and look at other people's success rate, what's making other people successful on Instagram, I'm going to give you 3 apps in my order of preference. No, and I'm not going to go over these today because those are a whole separate video unto themselves. So number 1 is Iconosquare. Iconosquare. And that is on iOS and I believe Android as well. I think it's the best Instagram tracking app out there. I have it. I really like it. I think the interface is great. I can see what competition is doing. I can see what hashtags are doing, blah, 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 blah. So Iconosquare is phenomenally good. A quick pause from a note from our sponsors. Caffeine, good morning. You would think espresso would get old, wouldn't you? So second up is Sprout Social. Sprout Social, if you want to dig in to that, all of these work on your phone as well, but Sprout Social is a really killer app for tracking data, looking at competition, all the stuff that Iconosquare does, except Iconosquare also gives you information in Instagram stories, which I think is super important, and that's exactly why I have it, because I like to see which of my Instagram stories are getting more engagement. And it's the only app I can find out there that has it. Maybe others have it, but I use Iconosquare for that. And last but not least is Hootsuite, which was probably the original one. You can dial all of these up. I'm not going to get into them today. But now I am going to jump into some prospecting, and then I'm going to get into tracking your numbers. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this live, right? I've prepared a prop, which I'm going to bust out right now, which is this stack of books with this stack of wood. What's he doing, everybody's saying? Because I'm going to bust out my massive iPad to try and attempt to show you exactly what I do. If I peep around the corner here, okay, you know what? I can't really see. So I'm going to do this. Let me press the home button. Okay, there are my lovely kids. And now I'm in Instagram, right? So hopefully everybody can see this in Instagram. There's Gary, good old Gary. Of course he's there. He's always there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to track your client base, right? I suggest you divide. I know it's backwards. I'm so sorry. I know it's backwards. I know. But I'm going to try, and you can figure it out, right? So there is an area within Instagram which you can always Google, how do I access collections? So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to hit, hang on. I can't do it backwards. Hang on, bear with me. All right, so I'm going to go from the home button again. So I hit my name here, right? My little icon, boom. Then I swipe left, and then I get into this section. This is going to be the focus for today. Saved, if you guys are not aware, let me just zoom in on Instagram and zoom in on, I know it's backwards, but anyway, you get the vibe. There is an area here called Saved. Once you click it, these are all the Instagram posts that I have saved, but the magic here is collections, right? I've got PLG agents, I've got Airbnb porn, I've got house porn, IG killers, people that I really like on IG. And so what this means is this. Let's pretend that this handsome young man here, Jared Musa, who's an agent at my PLG office here in Los Angeles, let's pretend that Jared is a client. So now I click on him, I click on the one I've saved, and then I click on his name, and I see all of his posts that he's done. Instead of hunting through Instagram looking for all of my clients, right? Looking for all the people that I'm trying to work with, because it's endless. My Instagram is just full of crap, and I'm always searching forever. But if there are a few key people, your A's, your B's, and your C's, whatever you are, your client base, and you want to find them, use saved and put them in a collection. Okay, so I'm going to go home. Let's pretend, who is this? Let's pretend, right, Rio 54. This is a mate of mine, but let's pretend this is a client of mine. So I hit the save tab. It drops into my personal folder, right? I go into, whoops. I go here. I slide, come on. I can't do it backwards, people, sorry. So there is the number, there's the chap I just saved. Let's pretend he's a client. I hit the plus sign. I name it A clients. Anyway, you get it. Right? Next. Then I grab this, boom, done. Now he is in my A client folder. So every time I want to track what this client's up to, I tap this post and then I tap his name. Then I can see all the posts he's done. And then this is a way for me to prospect my client base and see what they're doing, and I can comment on their posts. Also, if you want to find an influencer or someone that you kind of want to inject yourself into their stream, you save one of their posts and then you can comment on 10 of their posts at the same time, and then your audience is gonna see that. They're gonna see, or rather his audience or her audience is gonna see that you're commenting, and then you're gonna begin to build your own audience. I hope everybody followed me on that. So let's do that one more time, right? So I saved him as a post, right? I click my name, okay? I swipe across, I go into saved, I look for a client, there he is, boom, and then I can comment. So now I'm tracking all of the people that I'm working with without having to hunt through Instagram. Okay, let's get into some other stuff now as well. So I want to, so that is how to prospect using Instagram. I have been doing that for quite a while. I think it is just because I found Instagram so frustrating when I was like, oh my God, there's just so much crap in here. There's just so much crap. And now what I can do is I have concise lists where I can then target people. I can find out what they're talking about. I can stay in their lives. They think that they're really important to me, which of course they are. And it's much better than the old-fashioned phone calls. Hey man, just checking in, you know, just wanted to see how you're feeling about buying a house. All of that crap is kind of out the window. Okay, now let's talk about, I want to talk about how you guys can track your numbers, okay? This was kind of like the clickbait that I started the whole Monday Mantra stream with, okay? Because this is a clinic rather than a rant. So I'm going to attempt to do this backwards again. Just bear with me, people. Bear with me. Okay. So I click my name again. I swipe across again. Insights. There is an awful lot of great information packed into here. I'm sure that some people have kind of got this far, but have you dived into it like at length? So I'm going to show you right now some really, really great data that will show you what posts you're doing that are working and what posts that you're doing that you thought might work are just simply not. So you start with insight. This page is called Insights. So you start with this page. You've got activity, which is fine. It shows you, wow, shows you that I had 500,000 accounts reacted to me, 834,000 views. That's a lot. But this is whatever. I don't really care about this information too much. I want to go into content. So I hit the content button, okay, and then right off the bat, it shows me which of my posts are getting the most reactions. Okay, so I hit content, and then within Instagram itself, I see I'm getting 12,500 on that one, 9,600 on that one, 88 on that one. So now I can see what's working for me on Instagram, what people are liking and what people are not liking. It gets better. So now let me jump into, I hit see all. It brings everything up in descending order, so I can see all of my posts, what's working, what isn't. But here is the really, really juicy information for you if you want to get granular. You do this at the top here. You can't really see it at the top. Hang on. See where it says impressions backwards? It says impressions backwards because I'm live streaming. But when I click this button, it gives me the option of, let me look at my content in regards to likes. Apply. Now it shows me what's had the most likes. Really super valuable information. Let me click it again. It shows me which post got me the most followers. Okay, 76 at the top there. That post got me 76 new followers. Okay, carry on. Now this is, I think, the most important one of all, engagement. It shows me which posts I am doing throughout my Instagram kind of like schedule, which I'm getting the most engagement from. And all the people who love kind of social media will tell you engagement is everything. And then it kind of gets better, which is I can then separate my time period from a year to 6 months, 3 months, 30 days, or in the last 7 days, apply. So now I'm seeing in the last 7 days which posts have got the most engagement. So it allows me to track my data. Now, obviously this is a real rough and ready kind of demo. There's a lot more stuff in there as well. There's also in your insights, you've got your audience. You can see where your audience come from, but I don't really care about that too much, you know, because we're a global planet, so they come from everywhere. But I wanted to kind of just show you really rough and ready that within the Instagram app itself, there is some really incredibly valuable data that you can track. The only thing I couldn't find in the insights, now somebody can correct me if they want, I couldn't find insights on my Instagram stories, which is why I have Iconosquare, because I love seeing which of my stories is working. Also, Instagram TV, I don't know about you guys, it seems to be like struggling. But anyway, that's a whole different subject. But the Instagram clinic today was to just crack open the door for you guys to get in there and explore, because at the end of the day, I believe to be successful in business now, we need to be prospecting through social media. We need to be using collections, which is in Instagram itself. You can use collections as A clients, B clients, C clients, whatever, upcoming listings. You can also create collections of houses you've sold, right? So that you've constantly got a library of stuff that you can repost, right? Instagram has become a lot more sophisticated, and some of those things are buried in there. So guys, use it, use it, use it. Everything you need pretty much, unless you're a nerd like me, is already in the Instagram app itself. Follow your numbers, see what people are liking, see what people are not liking. I had some surprises in there, I gotta be honest. There was some stuff in there that I'm like, oh, this is a killer post. Oh, everybody's gonna love this. And, you know, maybe they didn't love it as much as I thought. And then there was ones that I just tossed in there that I thought that nobody would pay any mind to. And boom, it was mental. Kaboom. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am just the gatekeeper to ruining many hours of your life by you nerding out and getting into the guts of Instagram. But if you do it, if you take the time, you will flourish. I'm gonna finish with this. There is a common misconception in real estate, frankly, and in business, which is that social media is something that you get to after you've done all of your other work. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 2018. Frankly, it's 2020 in my head. Social media is your work. This needs to be an integral part of what you do on a daily basis. If you need to carve 2-3 hours out a day, this is prospecting. It's just not cold calling. But maybe you like cold calling and door knocking if you're in real estate. I don't, never did. I'd much prefer to cultivate relationships digitally that I can then transfer into the real world and have a slug of espresso with. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Pete Lorimer signing out from another very caffeinated Monday Mantra special Instagram clinic. I will see you all again next week, and of course there'll be lots and lots of stuff online. Thank you again for watching Stay Here. You guys are amazing. I love you. If anybody needs anything, just ping me, email me, smoke signals and carrier pigeons accepted. Until next time, adios.